We're back.
It's hard to make money in America. You're wrong. Fact number one, there are millions. Listen to this. There are millions of millionaires in the United States, and 74% of them are making their money or have made their money by starting their own business. People get excited over my story, but just to show you how many Don Lapries there are in the United States, let me give you an example. If you were able to talk to 50 different self-made millionaires just like me every single day of your entire life, you would never be able to speak to all of them. Imagine that. Talking to 50 different self-made millionaires every single day of your entire life and never getting close to talking to all of them. And if you think it takes a lot of money to start your own business, well, guess what? You're wrong again. Fact number two, some of the most successful businesses started right out of somebody's garage or apartment. In fact, some future multi-millionaire right now is starting his or her soon-to-be empire right out of their garage or apartment. I know, because when I started right out of my one-bedroom apartment and with hardly any money. Teaching you how to make money is easy. Getting you excited enough to do it is what this show is all about. I can show you how to buy and sell unlike any way you could imagine. I can teach you how to place tiny classified ads in the newspaper all over the country selling any type of product, service, or manual, and I can show you how to take one tiny ad that makes a lousy $30 a week and turn it into a fortune week after week after week. And I can show you exactly what types of ads to place. And I can show you the ins and outs and everything in between to getting your own 900 business set up. Teaching you how to make money buying and selling, placing classified ads in newspapers, or by getting your own 1-900 business set up is easy. The hard part is making people realize that there's a gold mine that they're letting slip through their hands every single day. The hard part is making people realize how easy it is to make money, especially here in the United States. People born here in the U.S. have been surrounded by so much opportunity, they truly are no longer even able to recognize it.
I'm Becky Ottinger.
And I'm Ben Tyler.
Welcome to another edition of Making Money.
We are here today with America's most exciting entrepreneur. His name is Don Lapries.
And for those of you who have never seen Don Lapries before on television, he's created several money-making methods that have excited everyone with his financial success. He's a multi-millionaire, and today he's going to share with us some incredible secrets on 3 different ways to make money.
Don, welcome to Chicago.
Thank you.
Now, Don, statistically, you should be in financial hardship. You never graduated from high school, you declared bankruptcy at 23, and then started all over again with no help from anyone.
The only reason why I'm a millionaire today is because I tried more ways to make money than anybody I know. And because of that, I learned more secrets than you could ever imagine.
Don, what's the biggest secret to making a lot of money?
Well, 2 things. Number 1, stop listening to anyone unless they're doing better than you. And second, start a business that's extremely simple and doesn't cost a lot of money. You can make a fortune if you open up the right business right out of your home or your apartment.
Well, Don, you put together a package that teaches people every secret you've ever learned.
I'll show you 8 different ways to buy and sell. The money that you can make is unheard of. I'll show you exactly what to buy, what to sell, and how to buy in ways that you wouldn't even think of. And you don't need any money to get started. You can start the same day you get your money-making package.
Now, can I do this out of my apartment?
I suggest you start right out of your apartment or start somewhere where it doesn't cost you anything. You need to understand you can even get it set up where a friend can do all the buying or all of the selling. And you can make it as big as you can possibly handle.
How much money could I make?
Well, let me give you an example. A guy that I know started buying and selling just a couple of the ways out of the 8 different ways that I show you, and he went from doing it out of his home to a 40,000 square foot warehouse. Talk about taking buying and selling all the way. the money that you can make is astronomical.
So you're talking about learning how to buy and sell a bunch of different ways and with different things.
In ways that you wouldn't even imagine, and with products that you would never think of. And buying and selling will never go away. If you become an expert at buying and selling a certain thing, and you start making a ton of money, the great thing is, not only will it never go away, but you can start making it as big as you can possibly imagine. And then you can start buying and selling something else. Or you can do it a different way to make it even bigger. You get started, and you're never going to want to go back to work for anyone. Let's say you place one tiny classified ad in the newspaper for a week. Let's say you spend $35 on the ad. And then let's say it brings you back $60 or $70. You made a $30 profit off of that ad for that week. Big deal, right? Well, it is a big deal. Did you know there are over 3,000 other newspapers in the country? Now, let's say you take the same ad and you place it in just 10 other newspapers, and they do around the same thing. Then you are rich, because now you take the same ad and you place it in hundreds and hundreds of other newspapers. In fact, if it was me, I wouldn't quit until I had the ad in every single newspaper in the country that worked. The money that you can make is astronomical, and you can start doing it the same day you get your Making Money package.
And you'll show us how to get started exactly the way you did?
Exactly. I have spent to date over $2 million placing ads. I've sold a product and I've made a fortune. I've sold a manual and I've made a fortune. I've sold a service and I've made a fortune. All by placing tiny classified ads in newspapers. It's extremely easy. Once you find an ad that makes a tiny profit, you just crank it out in newspapers all over the place.
Don, getting your own 1-900 line. When I saw these checks for $80,000, $90,000 a week, I thought, how could anyone even handle making that kind of money?
Well, actually around $30,000 of that, and I may be off a little, was then spent out of each check to keep my advertising going. But it's still a bunch of money.
But I would be in heaven if I made 10% of that every week. How did you get started in the 1-900 business?
Well, Becky, here I am in my one-bedroom apartment, placing ads every day, happy as a kite, and Bob Salerno, a good friend of mine, calls me up and says, Don, I'm working for the Service Bureau. And then I say, what's a Service Bureau? He then tells me, it's the place where people go to set up their 1-900 lines. He tells me, people get a 900 line through us, and they advertise, and all of their calls go into our computer. We take all of their calls, and then I say, so all I have to do is get a 900 line and advertise my lines, and the Service Bureau does all the work. He says, exactly. Then my question is, well, how do you get paid? He says, that's the greatest part. The phone company collects all the money for you. All you have to do is advertise your line and track where your calls are coming from. Well, I get a little excited, but then I say, Bob, I'm too busy placing ads. He then tells me, Don, people are making a killing. You're crazy if you don't try it. So I say, okay, I'll bring up 1-900 line to see what would happen. We brought in so many phone calls, I thought it was a mistake at first. Thanks to Bob Salerno, thanks to Bob, I have made so much money in the 1-900 business, I gave Bob a little over $200,000 as a thank you present for telling me about the 1-900 business.
You've given Bob over $200,000?
Yep, I told him, I would give you 10 cents a minute as long as you tell me what to do, how to get the 900 business set up. I had no idea it would add up to this amount. The Profit Per Minute Manual will walk you through step by step and explain to you how you get paid, what types of lines to bring up, how to advertise, the rules to have with the 900 line, where to go to get set up with your service. It shows you everything. And again, the day you get the Making Money package, you can at least begin to start making calls to get all set up.
And you can run your business right out of your home.
Oh, I suggest do it right out of your home. All three of these businesses can be done right out of your home. And if you're a mom or you're someone who can't leave the house, this is a dream of a business to start doing. And you can do it right out of your home or your